With outlining the beard, very important that you guys know that when we outline the beard, just like when we outline the hair, we can clearly see there's a very natural general shape that Shafiq has here on his cheeks, on his mustache as well, on the back of his line. Okay, so for the most part, you're trying to create the straightest shape possible, but without going too far into it. Because too little taken off, it's not sharp enough, and too much is just going to look ridiculous. So here you can see there's a very nice shape already, and you want to follow that general, like that natural shape as best as you can. And same with the back here. So Amir's going to go ahead and at least do this, do the line in the back there to begin with, to give you guys a good example of how that looks. And remember, guys, with the with using the trimmer and outlining, he's resting his middle finger on Shafiq's head and his neck. Okay, so he's resting it there. I don't know if you guys can see that. So he's resting it there, and then he's using his other hand. Sorry, he's using his index finger and his thumb to execute the process. Okay guys, just like that, you see, we followed a you know, the natural, but we went into it a little bit, but not too much, where it looks ridiculous now. Okay, so guys, for the cheek here, this is the one time where, you know, you can rest your finger, but if you want maximum control, honestly, you don't rest your finger actually on the head. You can just show them, Amir, how you hold it. Show them how you normally hold it and how you would do it.
So how I normally hold and do the line, just like grab the machine like this. Can you see it?
Yeah.
I grab it like this, and I try to put my finger, like the finger from farthest from the machine. So I have space here. I'm not gonna put it in his eyes. Turn on the machine. Put my finger here, and just a touch. You don't need to like go in and push it down.
Yeah, guys, remember, the tool itself, the machine itself will do the work, okay? You're just, you know, you're placing it there, you're placing the blade there, and the blade will do the rest of the work.
And you just need to follow same line.
Yeah, follow the general natural shape.
And you don't need to make it like crazy sharp with the
Exactly.
machine, because you're gonna use the blade.
We're gonna come back with the blade, with the razor anyways, so you know, do your best to kind of draw some sort of outline so that way you can follow it, but then the blade's gonna do the rest of the work. Okay. All right.
Clean the part. Okay.
Okay, so let's move on to the mustache. Do you want to turn around here?
Yeah, sure. So for the mustache, usually what I do, I clean the lip line here, the other side. Sorry, Mike. Pause it.
What do you
No,
say?
I was gonna say I'm gonna clean the lip line this side, and then upside down, clean on the top of the other side, and then I go the other side, and then I clean at the bottom and this part.
Okay, so basically, the side that you
Like
want to
it's
do,
like-
you're standing the opposite side of what you want to do. Okay.
But for the top,
Okay.
you know, because I have like, the thing is when you do like this, you can't see what you're doing.
Mhm.
But from here, it's easier.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now, so moving to the mustache, outlining the mustache. What we normally do is, if Amir wants to outline Shafiq's right side of his mustache, it might not look like that on camera, but this is the right side of Shafiq's mustache. If he wants to outline the top of it, he will come on the opposite side, and this is how he can get the best clarity and the best visual for how he can outline it. So I'm going to show them how you do it.
So, put my finger right here.
Yeah. You can either ask the client to stretch his lip that way, or you can pull down on his lip, and then you just go on top. And like anything else, you want to follow the natural shape. Okay, guys? So you're taking maybe a few hairs, but you're just trying to make it as straight as possible with creating the same natural shape.
Don't make it straight.
Yeah, unless that's a request from the client. And you'd be amazed, guys. You'd be surprised what taking a few hairs here and there and just letting the blade do the work, how much, how clean and how sharp it will look. Remember, guys, we're just doing this as a rough draft. We'll come back with it with the razor. Okay, so that's for the top of the lip. And then for the bottom mirror, do you also stand here and do the bottom, or
so for I stay here for this side now.
Okay.
So I clean this side.
Okay.
The bottom. You want to explain how to do?
Same thing, guys. Just comb the hair down with the comb.
Yeah.
And then any excess hair, you don't want to go too high up. You don't want this you know, the skin over the lip showing too much. It's that perfect balance. Okay, guys. So Amir, go ahead.
So again, I put my finger right here.
He puts his index finger right on his chin.
Just the corner.
Yeah, and just using the corners of his blade, literally just tapping at the line, tapping at the hairs there, just to kind of clean it up.
Nothing crazy. That's it.
Okay, and then he's gonna do the other side now. Standing on the other side.
Here, comb it down. And now I put my finger right here, so I still have control on my machine.
Now he'll clean under the lip of the opposite side. Alright, guys, and so for last but not least, we're going to outline the bottom of the neck. These are very, very basic generic rules or a guideline that you can follow. It doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be the case. But for shorter beards, I would say Shafiq has somewhat on the shorter side. So for shorter beards like this or shorter than that, we're going to use the Adam's apple here as a guideline. We're going to use 2 fingers above the Adam's apple, okay, to set the line here in the middle for shorter beards like this or even shorter. And then we're going to use the jawline here for the sides. We're going to go 1 finger below the jawline for shorter beards like his. However, if it was a bit longer, the general rule would be to do 1 finger above the Adam's apple, so it won't be as high. Sorry, it won't be as high, it'll be lower. And then 2 fingers below the jawline, okay, guys? So that way it'd be lower. So hopefully that helps as a guideline, but I'm gonna let Amir go ahead and set the line now.
Okay. So what usually I do, I'm not gonna stretch the skin like that, or I'm not gonna stay like, you know, just see, just gonna up like this. Nothing crazy. So you see this is the connection between the jawline and neck. But for each beard is different.
Yeah, guys, so we can't stress this enough. Everybody's head shape and everybody's beard and hair and head size and everything is different. But this is just a general rule that you can always follow. So go ahead, Amir.
I'm just gonna put like a line right here.
Right, so he puts his first line. Amir, if you like, just lift him up just a little bit. There you go. So after he sets his first guideline,
Just gonna follow the line.
yeah, and typically it's angled a little bit towards the jawline. Okay, guys. So he's gonna clean that hair up.
Just a quick notice, to clean this part, you usually, like always, follow how the hair grows.
Right.
So don't go against it because you're gonna hurt the customer.
If you go against it, especially in that neck area, you can possibly like basically the blade of the trimmer will tug on the actual hair follicle, and it can actually pull the skin quite hard that it's very uncomfortable for the client. So just make sure you don't do that, and pay attention, especially in the neck area. There's all sorts of spirals and the hair grows in all sorts of directions, so just pay attention to that.
And
so if you see it from the side now, Amir, if you want to turn Shafiq a little bit more, see that super nice angle there that we're getting. Okay guys, it's just, it looks sharp, it looks clean, it gives him that really nice, it just accentuates his jawline even better, right? So basically that's why we angle it up a little bit. And yeah, basically that's how it is. And so let's do the other side, so that way everybody could see how you're gonna follow it up.
So
obviously,
here's big mistake I seen a lot of barbers they do. When they wanna match the other side to here, they come here and they look like this. You cannot bring your head like that because your eyes is gonna be like that, and for sure you're gonna make a mistake for making the line. So
right.
Always.
So sorry to cut you off, but you're always, remember, you guys are always looking into the mirror, right? You can look at him straight on and different angles, but you always have the mirror in front of you. And I think that's what Amir is talking about, looking at them, looking at the line from the mirror perspective and tilting your head.
Just like
can give you,
the head has to be straight.
right.
If you want to look at the mirror, if you want to stay right in front of the customer, just keep your head straight. Do not move your head.
Right. So now Amir is going to do the best that he can to, you know, follow it up and make it as straight as possible. Mimicking or making it as symmetrical as possible to the other side. And then he'll be very meticulous and look at it from different angles to just make sure that's all perfect. But once you guys get better at this, you'll just have a general guide to know how to do it. You'll know, okay, this is where I'm going to put it in the middle of the line, this is how far I'm going to go down on the jaw, and then you kind of just follow the same thing on the other side, and then you just kind of connect the dots. So as you can see guys, you know, being put in that one position or that one angle doesn't always show you that it's 100% straight. So you just want to ask them to lift their head up a little bit and a little bit higher, so that way you get all the angles and it's going to look good from every angle. Now, of course, this is not the way Amir would normally do it, because right now he's sitting in front of he's doing this in front of a camera. He's not working in front of a mirror. And so it's a little bit more challenging for him, but even then we can still achieve that straight line.